So for this model, you're going to start with the white side of the paper up. So then the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take the bottom edge of the paper and fold it up to the top. So just fold the edge up so that it meets the top one. Like this, it makes a rectangle, and then you're just going to fold it sharply at the bottom. So next what you're going to do is you're going to take the right side and bring it over to the left. And when you do this, you're going to make it back into a square, essentially. And then again, just crease that sharply. And then we're just going to unfold that fold you just made like this. But make sure not to unfold the other one so that you can still see the rectangle shape. So then what you're going to do is you're going to fold the bottom edge up to the top, but you're going to fold the right edge up to the top so that it makes a diagonal like this. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So just fold the bottom edge to the top, or to the, you could think of it as folding it to the middle, just so that it makes a triangle like this. And then what you're going to do next is you're going to flip the model over to the other side. And then you're going to take the bottom corner and you're going to fold, and you're just going to fold that edge on the right side to the middle line. And do the same thing on the other side. So just fold it up to the middle line. And then when you do this, you want to let the flaps and back pop out, just so that when you finish, you can have a square shape. And then when you flip it over, it should look like this. So then you're going to rotate it so that the side with the points is facing towards you, with the little flaps that you can move. And then you're going to fold that edge on the right side to the middle, like so, and making sure to make it come to a nice sharp point at the bottom. And then just do the same thing on the other side. And then you're going to unfold those two folds. And then this step is going to be a little bit tricky, but you're just going to fold this flap here along a line that connects those 2 points there, where the creases meet the edge there. So basically what you're going to do is, the simplest way you can think about it is you're folding the flap up like this, roughly along that reference point, roughly between those 2 points. And as you do that, you're going to fold the 2 flaps on the bottom in along the creases you just made, folding them to the middle. And then you're going to fold that top flap that forms, and you're going to push it down. And then you're going to make sure let it come to a nice point. And then make sure that everything's nice and flattened, and that the flaps are coming to the middle line and folding and forming sharp corners on the side. And then you're just going to fold that flap down. So then you can just fold it back up like this. And then you're going to take one of the points on the bottom, and then you're going to fold it to the middle of the model, so that like middle line that you just made by folding that triangle flap down. So just fold it up like this. In this case, you can fold the right flap up first, and make sure to crease it sharply. And then you're gonna take that corner on the bottom and fold it over to the edge of the flap you just folded up. It's going to be a little bit thick, but just make sure to fold it as sharply as you can. Like that. And then you're going to unfold all of that there. And then what you're going to do next is you're going to refold what you're going to fold up along the diagonal line that you just made. And then you're going to open up that flap there, and then you're just going to pretty much just push behind this corner here along the edge of the flap and push it all the way back. There's going to be a point where you can't push it back anymore because it just stops there. And then just fold that flap back up there, and you should notice that you have kind of like a flat edge there on the bottom. And then you're just going to do that that step on the other side. So if you didn't quite understand it on the other side, then this is another chance. So just fold that corner up to the middle, making sure to grease it sharply, and then fold that small corner up there. It's going to be a little thick, but fold it as sharply as you can. And then just fold up on that diagonal there that you just made. Open up the flap, push it behind along the edge so that the paper basically wraps around that edge, and then just fold it back up there. So now we've really only got one small step left in the model, which is to take these little corners on the side and just fold them in just a little bit. You can do like more or less than what I did, but just try to make it have like a nice rounded heart shape. And then you're just gonna take this middle flap here, this triangle, and just kind of try to make it stand up vertically. So we're just gonna make this next step easier. So then what you're gonna do is you're gonna pinch that flap there at the base, so that when you flip the model over like that, while still holding it like this, so pinch it with like your thumb and index finger. So, and you can also fold it in half just to make it a little bit easier to do the next part. So just pinch it at the base of that triangle flap there, and then you're just gonna pinch your fingers together. So just like pinch that flap, and then when you do that, making sure it's at the base, you're gonna kind of get this little beating action, which is why it's called a beating heart. And then yeah, so that's pretty much it. So I hope you've enjoyed being able to make this origami. It's a nice way to celebrate the upcoming Valentine's Day. And yeah, thank you.